CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Pratt dancing to his left. And Walker has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
2nd and 15. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A gain of 3, second down. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
To throw on third down, Pratt. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Devin Lloyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Off the play fake. Pratt. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw. Pratt. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Quez Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Devin Lloyd, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Rams. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Pratt. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Pratt. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 18. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyle Pitts, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now ETN to start the drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Rams hit 6-5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Devin Lloyd. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks. That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Okay, right.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's good for Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Williams on the slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll run with ETN. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that would hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Pratt. He completes this to Walker. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Off-play action. Pratt. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A final shot before break. Pratt, he's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we?
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a gain of 48 yards. That's good for Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 34.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Deatrich Wise in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too...
And oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Down inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Pratt. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. They're going to try and throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. On first down, Pratt. And this is caught by Watkins. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Walker now on 1st and 10. To the 27-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Pratt. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. the keeper. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Cardinals put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
It's a gain of a yard.
Etienne going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Watch out now, 52.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 3 yards out. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pratt. This pass caught by Hamler. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. K.J. Hamler, 84 yards. And the Cardinals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
ETN up the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Pratt under pressure. They got him again. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Cards, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.